Okay, not sure about, like I said, mic quality and all that. I'm not here to make professional, quality. As long as you can hear, as long as you can see, that's all that matters. Until I get somebody that helps me with editing and getting in tune with people that's into, screenwriting and film production, then hey, my videos are gonna be as is. So I'm gonna start off with my first that I don't really think these are too practical. A karambit or a karambit, however they want to pronounce it. Like I said, it's cool to play with, but it's nothing like, and this really isn't the like official, authentic sharp one, like how they use in Nepal, like to do field work, they cut things, they cut crops with it. I'm assuming that's what they do. What I do like about it is, yeah, you can just do the tricks. I'm not even that good with it. This part isn't sharp. It can still slice paper, but this is obviously the point. Point is very lethal, so depending how you hold it, if you want to parry and try to jab at somebody, or even if you're just jabbing at somebody, they're not gonna want to really deal with that, if you're smart, Same with this part, you hammer fist somebody to the temple, yeah, that's bad. So even if you're on the defensive side using it and blocking, parrying, and striking, yeah, this can be very deadly. But as far as everyday carry, I guess this was for a reason. You can shorten it, put it around your neck, but like still it just doesn't, I don't like that feel of that. I've seen some people, or myself, like if you want to carry it, you can just put it in your loop, like that, and you still, you can draw. That was a sloppy draw, but I'm just saying, if you practice with it, then you'd be able to just yank it out, get ready for whatever, right? But I don't know. It's one of those weapons I think would really take a little bit of skill to really try to get. Sorry, I focused my camera in there. This is one of them things that really, you can practice on water jugs, but I don't know. It just looks more cool, it just feels more cool than I think practicality. With my next choice, I got this at Walmart, and because it's made in the USA, I definitely had to go with it. The Strong Arm Gerber knife, I just wrapped the handle, athletic tape, very good quality. I think with the blade, I'll put other videos. It's pretty good at throwing, if you just want to do no spin throw with it at, okay distance. I think it's good. It's a bang for your buck, $50. It came with a good point, even though I've used it a few times, cut some stuff up, threw it at logs, it works. I say for the most part, it works good, very good. And once again, for the practicality of it, you don't need real skill with it. The average person, like I said, people aren't out here getting in knife and sword fights. So it's not like, you pull this out, somebody's gonna just be like, okay, stab me with it. Hell no. If this comes out and someone's really rushing you and they got even a little bit of footwork, like you don't wanna see that. You don't even wanna get hit in your elbow with it, nowhere. Like this will do some damage. Very, very offensive weapon, I'd say so. I'm gonna go with I call it the fake bar, the fake K bar from Big Five, but Imtech USA, but it was made in China. Blade is very shitty quality, but it's still, you just put a rat tail file to it. Hey, it can do work. I drilled my own hole, just tried to make it look like a little miniature bayonet knife. Was just playing around with it, I was bored. Other than that, yeah, it wasn't no practicality of it, but once again, it's still, somebody comes at you with it, you're not gonna sit here and try to parry it, and if you're smart, very sharp, it will go through clothes. Same thing, I've thrown it at like trees about a few times, no spin throw at about maybe only 6 or 7 feet, but I still, it's pretty good distance, and it's a heavy blade, but obviously, I tell anybody, just get you a real K-bar for like $70, $80 online, made in the USA, way more better, but right now financing allowing that, and I'm just kind of like, unless I'm really gonna have to be knifing a gang of people and cutting trees and branches. I don't really care. I mean, this is sharp enough to me. It slices, cuts good, it stabs good. Like I said, it feels comfortable in the hand. So that's on that one. Found this totally for free at a construction site. It's doesn't even have a label where it was made from. So I'm assuming maybe South Africa or Mexico, because they normally make like good quality blades. Almost like a cold steel, even though I know this isn't cold steel, but this Gator machete, I mean, it's sharp. It cuts. It goes through easily, and I'll put out videos later. It easily goes through like 3 Crystal Geyser gallon jugs, like with one swing. Now, this is a one-handed machete, but I get better action with 2 hands, even though you don't have much grip, much room on it. And I know it depends on the size of your hands. I'm only 5'8", so I can kind of squeeze just enough. I can get my index and my middle, and I can still get pretty good swing with it, if I really want to whack, like, really get at it. But technically, this is a one-handed, basically for brush. You're just knocking down brush with it. So not a two-handed machete, but if you use it correctly, you can make it one. And like I said, this thing is dangerously sharp. I split wood easily with it. It does the move. So that's a go with me. My last, as far as compactness, would be the Warhawk. I like it because, once again, got a good blood. It came fairly sharp. I love the spike. I know a lot of people do videos where they throw it. I still have to practice throwing it. I'm not an axe thrower like that. A lot of people demonstrated one-handed swinging like that. I personally, if it was a real confrontation, I wouldn't do it like that. So my preference of attack would be two-handed and come with the spike part. And just literally come down, or come across or come up. If the person's tall, fake them, come down, hit a knee, whatever, whatnot. I mean, I'm still practicing with this, so this isn't my go-to, but like I said, it's a tool and a weapon. Very offensive, as well as you can choke it, and you can, you can jab with it, you could shave wood, you could do all that good stuff with it. So that would be, like I said, it's still a good go-to for me. And then now my favorite, obviously, would be the spear, because of distance and skill. A lot of people will even quote me on this. You don't really need skill to use a spear. You don't. I mean, and this is from a scraper handle at a construction site. Binded an old spearhead to it. I mean, like I said, I'm not necessarily really trained like that, but I still know, as far as basics, I can thrust and back. I can go tall or short. I can come in, I can come up and retract it. So as I thrust up and someone tries to grab it, I can just lower it like that and you can't grab it. And then I can go up and keep you back. So, and that's with either direction. So to me, yeah, spear is very, very offensive and defensive. It's a 2-in-1 weapon. I do love it. As far as, like I said, you don't even really have to have skill to know how to use it. That's the best part. Everything else, other than the knife, requires a little bit. You would want to know how to, handle it. But even like they say, an axe compared to a sword, peasants used axes more than swords, so they were still able to, get the job done, use it as a tool and a weapon. So we'll go ahead, and like I said, we'll get back. We'll have some demonstrations on the use of them and all that.